candidate for mayor is Mayor Thomas G. Dunn.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Mayor. I couldn't hear you. Oh, I'm sorry. Right here, just stand right here. It's being taped, and you got 5 minutes or more, because we allow flexibility to run over. Just stand right in front and make your presentation.
I'm always afraid when somebody tells me where to stand. Afraid something's gonna blow up. Well, it's nice to be here in Betty's place and see a lot of faces that are familiar to me, a couple of new ones, of people who have been part of the Democratic scene for a long, long time. And of course, now we're coming down into the last couple of weeks, and we expect things to become more spirited. As you probably know, we had a debate a few minutes ago on TKR, and while I think debate is a misnomer, each candidate was allowed to answer questions, but there was no crossfire. We couldn't ask questions of each other, and that, in my opinion, is what a debate is all about. But I guess they get pressed for time on television, and they set their own format, and there was no fights, no nastiness that I could remember, unless it was all under our breaths. But we're glad we got it behind us, and it's just one of those many steps that we take in campaigns of this type. Of course, one reporter, I don't know whether he thought he was coming up with something original or not, but he reminded me that I'm getting old, and perhaps that I don't have the same steam that I had when I was 40. Well, I don't know of anybody who today, at the age of 70, has the same steam that they had at 40. But I laughed it off, and I assured him and I assured the listening audience that I would like to see any two 40-year-olds try to keep up with me in keeping my schedule and getting around to meet the people of the city of Elizabeth and do the things that I do. You can't fight it, can't fight age. You can try to fool it a little bit, and I've been doing a pretty damn good job of it. And these young guys who are running against me, you know, they like to point out I'm getting old, but they don't realize that someday they're going to have a prostate problem too. And they might have a little angina or a few things like that. See, I went through all that stuff. I'm in better shape today, thank God, after all my little problems, than ever before. So it's behind me. They have it to look forward to. And I wish them as much luck as I've had. I have a lot of vim and vigor left in me yet. I have a lot of things I'd like to see done before I leave the job as mayor. I'm not heartbroken, but I'm very upset over the fact that council let me down on the Midtown project, something that's going to bring millions of dollars into the city of Elizabeth. I'm going to let you know a little secret. You know, right after the election, no matter who wins, that Midtown project is going to go through. Right. There's so much byplay and underhandedness going on. You know, about 2 years ago, Raymond Lesniak brought into my office a company called Bridgeway and said that he wanted Bridgeway to become the developer of Midtown. As a matter of fact, prior to coming into my office, he had the approval of the Elizabeth Development Corporation, and they thought this company was a world beater, and that they would be the ones to build it. And Lesniak was going to be the lawyer. And everybody tried to convince me what a great company it was. And I was inclined to believe some members of the committee, because they're pretty reputable people in the city of Elizabeth, connected with banks and whatnot. But despite that, I decided to do a little checking into it on my own. Found out that the corporation that Raymond Lesniak brought into the city of Elizabeth was not only totally bankrupt, but owned the National State Bank over $5 million, and still owes the National State Bank $5 million. I called a group together and I raised hell, and Bridgeway Incorporated went out the window, and so did Mr. Lesniak. And they have never forgiven me for it since that time. Since that time, Hovnanian Incorporation has come on the scene and has the almost unanimous approval of everybody connected with the Midtown project in the city of Elizabeth. And Hovnanian is the company that will build it. However, there are forces of evil who still want to see Mr. Lesniak's corporation, Bridgeway, come in and build the Midtown project. And ladies and gentlemen, that is why the City Council has voted down the construction of the Midtown redevelopment program in the city of Elizabeth. But after June 2nd, no matter who wins, you're going to see some fur fly. If I win, I can assure you I'll get the votes on City Council. If I lose, you can bet that some other corporation headed by Mr. Lesniak and company will come in and they will start building the Midtown project, and they won't give a damn about those businesses that they say they're worried about on Morris Avenue. It's a lot of gobbledygook. It's a big money-making proposition that Mr. Lesniak and his team are part of. And that's one of the reasons why they want to see me defeated, because they want that project built and a few other things going that are mighty damn suspicious, in my opinion. I'm asking you to give me the same amount of support that you've given me in the past, perhaps even more, because there's no question about it. They have a good argument about me being in too long, so long. I'm old, I'm this, I'm that, and it's a good argument. A lot of people believe it. But let me tell you something. If I'm not re-elected mayor, this town is going to go to hell within the next 4 years. And I have never been more serious than I am tonight. One of the reporters, not me, tonight, questioned Mr. Bulwich on why he needs so many hundreds of thousands of dollars to run a campaign for mayor in the city of Elizabeth, when 85% of that money is coming from corporations and individuals outside the city of Elizabeth. I didn't ask the question, a reporter did. They're checking into why a candidate for mayor needs that kind of money, especially from outside sources. So the campaign is heating up. Going to be an awful lot of embarrassing questions asked between now and the end of the campaign. So stay tuned. A lot of things are going to happen in Elizabeth in the next couple of weeks. Thank you.